Mezco's Living Dead Dolls Presents versus the Mattel's Monster High Collector release. Let's get into it. First up are the Monster High release. Now, these are the second release of these dolls. The first release was actually in the year 2020, which coincided with The Shining's 40th anniversary. Mattel, I forgot where I read it. They said they re-released it in conjunction with the anniversary of The Shining. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but the first set perfectly coincided with the 40th anniversary, whereas this set, it'll put them at 46 years since the movie debut, which that's kind of an odd anniversary. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. You're here for the dolls. So, like I said, I missed out on the first drop. And the biggest difference with this set versus the original set is just the packaging says second release. So the dolls came in this packaging, which opens up, and see, it says second release up here. Okay. Another cool thing about the packaging, it actually has the all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy on the front. I think that's the only place it's listed. And in the back, just a little hello from the twins on the back. And you have just a picture of the girls, and a picture in the front, and then just says Shining on the side. What I love about the packaging is that it recreates the hallway scene from that movie. And definitely when I display the girls along with the Mezco counterparts, definitely going to use the packaging for the display because it's really a really good backdrop. They come with this ball, which I'm trying to remember. I think the ball, I think Danny, the name of the boy, that sees the twins, I think he loses the ball and it leads to them. So that's the ball there. Here's a piece of paper. It's a very, very thin paper. And basically it says all work, no play. Jack makes Jack a dull boy over and over again when he types this page. So I thought it was a really cool accessory to include. They also have the key to the room 237. That's a plastic piece, which looks very easy to lose. So I'm not unboxing them because I do not have an official place for them yet. So they're going to stay in the packaging. And the girls themselves, really cute. There's two things that, I have a little quibble with. The first being the hair. According to the stock photo, here's a picture of the stock photo. It shows that the hair is down about a little past their shoulders, very straight. And here you get these curled in bobs. Now, I'm sure you can style it and undo these curls and it'll be that hairstyle, but you would actually have to comb it out, boil wash it just to get rid of the excess gel. But for $100, I should not have to style my doll's hair to look like the stock photo. That's just me. I'm not one of those that messes with the dolls. They are expensive, and I don't have the expertise to do it. And the second thing, their dresses. For the price they charge, listen to that. It's so cheap. I mean, it could be a better material. I don't know why they were so cheap with the material. They are close to movie accurate. However, the bows, the ribbons with the bow has a rose in the center of it, and the rose is pink while the ribbon is white. And I don't believe they had polka dots on the dress. But Monster High, the Skullactor, doesn't exactly go for one-to-one accuracy. They take more stylistic liberties, which is fine. It's cute. I just wish the material wasn't so cheap. I love the object heels on their shoes. I think these are the cutest ones in terms of design and cohesiveness. They both have the same, and they're the same on both shoes. They also have a little design along the shoe. You can see that real close. That mimics a hedge maze, which I thought was really cool. And the cutest accessory is their little barrettes, which are hatchets. If you're familiar with the movie Jack Torrance, played by the great Jack Nicholson, he uses an axe and he does that famous "Here's Johnny" scene, which I thought was really cute that they incorporated as a hair accessory. The dolls themselves, up close with their faces, they have different expressions, very slight, but there's definitely a difference. She has more of an intense stare, a little angry, whereas the other one is very, more neutral, kind of serene, not so scary as the other one. And in the packaging, they hold hands, which is really cute. I really like them. So another difference between this release and the previous release is they cost more at $100. I believe the previous set was $70. And they're being sold for so much more than that on the secondary market. It's ridiculous. And if you can't get these two at a reasonable price or a price you can afford, there's always a cheaper alternative. And that brings me to the Mezco Presents. My husband got this adorable set for me for Christmas. Initially, when they first came out, I didn't get them because there were other dolls to get within Living Dead dolls that I was still collecting at the time. Namely the series run dolls, so I couldn't afford the twins, and they were kind of... The Shining is not like this big movie that's like a favorite of mine. I actually prefer the It movies, but I just love the idea of twins, and I thought they were so cute. And the best feature that they have is the talking feature. So before I do the talking, I want to go into the dress details. Unlike the Mattel version, these dresses are much softer. It's a much nicer material. However, the curious thing is that unlike Mattel, Mezco is well known for movie accuracy, and for some reason their bow with the rose is not at all A, like the movie, and B, not as advertised. On the packaging, which is very spare, okay, there's the girls in the back. You see how they have the white ribbon with the pink rose? For some reason, I'm not sure why it did not come out that way in the final product. And that's kind of a bummer because Mezco is really good when it comes to details. I mean, a lot of the dolls they put out are based on movie properties. So the fact that they royally screwed up on that detail, I can't explain why, and it's a bit of a disappointment. But I mean, it's very slight. But it is something you can easily look over, because the best part is the talking feature, which I'll play right now. Now, when you get them, just know it's only one of them that talks. So the hole in the back of the packaging is for one of them. And when you get them new in box, if the person selling the doll has not opened the dolls, it will have the Try Me feature in the back on first. Okay, and then you have to switch it to on to play all the phrases. And speaking of the talking compartment, just to let you know, they have easy to replace batteries. They are the 3LR44 batteries, which they do come with with the dolls. So, you know, if for some reason you get it and it's new in box but it doesn't play, just know you can replace the batteries. So, the funny thing is, when I first got the dolls and I went to play it to hear them talk, it didn't talk. And so the dolls were not mint in box. So they actually I was able to take them out because they didn't have their ties on. And it turns out that whoever sold the doll to my husband, they switched the girls around. So they advertised that it was new in box, but it wasn't. So that's also something to keep in mind too. If it doesn't speak the first time, it could be two things. One, it wasn't exactly new in the box, and two, the battery could have died. Or the third one, it's on Try Me. So make sure you check out those details before reporting to a seller. Just FYI. So anyway, so with the dress and the talking feature, of course. So it's behind the Velcro. Okay, and the ribbon is not completely around. It's sewed on the dress, so when you open it, it's two halves. So that's the back. Here you see the Try Me. See real quick. So she's on right now. Okay, see if you can hear it. Which is really cool, and I think they're so cute. Very creepy. But I just love that detail. No big deal that they both don't talk. I think it's fine that just one of them. I think if they both talked, it'd probably be a little bit more expensive. So it's fine that they only one talks. They're just gonna say the same thing anyway. So, and oh, one more thing. The little rows in their hair, they're not fixed to the hair like the Mattel set, which is a actual barrette. These are more of a Velcro piece that it just grabs onto the hair. Eventually, if you're handling the dolls, it will slip down. Many Living Dead dolls that have these roses in their hair, it's the same type of accessory. And nothing special with their shoes. It's the typical Mary Jane shoes and cute little socks here. And that is the shiny doll set. Oh, don't want to leave the other one out. Just, there she is. Same thing as the other one. And their faces are identical. There's nothing different about their faces. Okay. So like I said, these are a much more affordable option if you can't get the Mattel version. Is one better than the other? I think they both have their pros and cons. I really love how they speak, and I think they have like a cuter face. And they look more like girls, whereas these two, you know, very mature, so they look more like teenagers than little girls. But the fact that they come with those accessories, I mean, they really outdone themselves, Mattel. And it's a shame because as this collector series progressed, they got dolls that have less and less that comes with them, but the price keeps going up and up and up. And that's everywhere across the board. Even Mezco is guilty of that. If you watched my video about LDD Presents dolls, just from when they started to where they are now, the dolls have decreased in terms of the value versus what you pay for. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this brief review of these darling sets. Stay tuned. I did receive the Wednesday Nevermore High Academy doll. I actually received her before my Twilight Zone video, but I didn't want to undercut my final video for December end of the year with my annual Living Dead Dolls haul video. So I saved her to do after The Shining because I did promise them first. So stay tuned for that, and I will begin the series videos after that Wednesday review, unless I get David from Lost Boys. Who knows? So anyway, do your research and stay tuned for those videos. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And as always, happy hunting and Happy New Year.